Today was May 1st, and if you're in America, that means jack shit to you. It means nothing beyond turning the page on a calendar, and that's by design. Because May 1st in the rest of the world is Labor Day. It's Labor Day. It's a big day for unions and people all across the world to come together and say rich people are fucking us over. And we need to treat workers better, and we need to treat employees better, and we need to get more benefits, and we have to push back on people stealing our pensions and our retirement and destroying our earth. Most of the world does that today. We don't do that here in America on May 1st, and that's by fucking design. May 1st was chosen on purpose because of America, and then it was forgotten in America because of our government. You see, in 1886, there was a thing called the Haymarket Massacre. It has a bunch of other names, but it happened in Chicago, Illinois, okay? In Haymarket Square, a bunch of people died at a giant labor event. There was a protest, there were strikers, there were cops, there was gunfire, and before you know it, there was mass executions. It was bad. It didn't go well. And a lot of people around the world got very upset about this, and they didn't want to forget it. And they looked around at the dates and they chose May 1st to commemorate the people who died at the Haymarket Massacre. And why'd they choose May 1st? Because that's a folk celebration in most of Europe. That's May Day, when they dance around that pole and hold ribbons and do all sorts of weird shit. Come on, you've seen all the stupid movies. That's on purpose. They knew that people were already going to be meeting, so they said, hey, while you guys are meeting, dancing around a pole with a fucking ribbon, why don't you also talk about how we should have 8-hour work days? Why don't you talk about how we should get overtime pay? Why don't you talk about why don't we have health benefits? Why don't you talk about our retirement plans? Why don't you talk about how the factory we keep building keeps polluting our river and now our kids are sick? That was on purpose, and people's lives got better. But you see, here in America, they got really nervous about us over here linking up with people in Europe and coming together and maybe averting a war, but also even worse, averting rich people's profits. So what did we do? In the United States and Canada in 1894, we declared that Labor Day was not going to be on May 1st. It was not going to be on May Day. We declared that Labor Day would be the first Monday in September. And that was on purpose because President Grover Cleveland wanted the American people to forget about the Haymarket Massacre. And if you're wondering if he was successful, you didn't know about the Haymarket Massacre unless you lived in the upper Midwest, or if you were a member of a union, or if you got drunk during a very late hour and watched History Channel back in 2004. But don't worry, the United States does have a national holiday that isn't a federal holiday, but it's a national commemorated holiday that happens on May 1st. That's right, it's called Loyalty Day. I'm serious. It's in the congressional records, and it was passed into law in 1958.